Hello and welcome to Hanging Out with Jodi. Today, this episode is about destiny and fate. Dun dun dun. It's your destiny to be watching this. No, but really, destiny and fate. That goes back in history since pretty much the beginning of time, even in religions, pretty much everywhere you can find. In philosophy, some people think that it's just made up, it's part of the pleasures of human existence, and some people think that it has a lot to do with a higher being, such as God, the universe, different gods and different cultures. But I personally, on a Jodi level, think that it is a big part of our universe. But I also believe that we can drive towards our own fate and our own destiny. I don't always think that it's written down in a book of the universe saying, Jodi must do this in her life in order to blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that's always true. I also think we have choices. If you have to move somewhere, you have a couple of choices to make. You can move, or if you're forced to move, you can make the best of it, you can make the worst of it, or you can just make nothing of it. There are always choices, so no matter what path you take, you're still going to have to make a choice. You're still going to be fated to do something and take another fork in the road and another fork. There's always a million different paths you can go along. So maybe your fate and your destiny is to keep choosing, to keep taking those forks in the road. I think that it also depends on how you feel. I'm a big fan of energy, as you know, and I think that if you're putting, positive energy out there and thinking on a higher note, you will receive more, like I said in the past with abundance. If you're take, then maybe your fate is you're just going to be unhappy and miserable because you're unable to give. It's about balance, and I think that destiny and fate have a lot to do with that. I think that sometimes we're unable to provide balance for ourselves. Something will end or something will begin because we're forced to make it happen. You can also read Many Lives, Many Masters. Not necessarily about fate or destiny, but it talks about past lives and what happens in our current lives sometimes when we're unable to deal with our past life motto or past life problems, our karmic lesson. It's all a process, it's all a way of learning, and I think fate and destiny help us to define ourselves as well as guide us towards our next chapter in life. So keep your fate and destiny open. The best advice that I have heard and I have been giving is keep your hands open so that things can fall into them while also falling out. Because the things that fall out are the ones that we don't need anymore. And the things that we need will fall into our hands. Always remember that. Regardless of whatever struggle you're going through, just keep your hands open, keep your mind open, keep your heart open, and allow yourself to enjoy what destiny and fate have brought to you. There are many, many possibilities. So just because one door is closed doesn't mean that 5 more won't open. Or imagine your life as a cup. It'll constantly overflow. As much as you think that juice is dry, there's more juice coming. So keep that in mind. Welcome destiny and fate and be happy with what you have. Gratitude is a beautiful thing. Have a wonderful day.